What's better than one gun? Two guns! Welcome back to the, Side Order Hackless series, and after 18 attempts with the shooter, or splatter shot in this case, I think it's finally time to do another weapon. Now, I could be recording this particular part of the video way in advance, because I might, save Dualies for after the next Let's Play. But to put it in perspective, well, it was a lot of work. So, the reason why I do this in piecemeal is so I can pace myself on a project like this. However, this part of the video is going to be more of a demonstration video. So, since we're tackling a new weapon, I'm going to show you how it works. Each weapon has a new sub and new palette, and in this case we're starting with the curling bomb and reef slider. To explain Dualies, you are dual-wielding weapons and such. You are firing two shooters instead of one, and it is also a very mobile weapon. In fact, it's more mobile than the splatter shot because you have access to a dodge roll, which allows you to access a more dynamic shot in that sense. With that being said, I can at least finally begin another run. Since the first run with this is one gun, the second run with this challenge is two guns. Now the biggest use of the curling bomb is that when you tap it to fire it, it's a good way of leading shots and being able to forge a path. But if you hold it for a bit, you can make the duration be much shorter and blow up much sooner. Now, to show off the special, we start off with the reef slider. This particular weapon is really good with certain chips like rush knockback and rush attack. But basically, you rush a bit and then you explode. You can also trigger it early by stopping it with, ZR. Anyways, with that said, I'll see you with whatever attempt is the most successful out of every dually attempt. Until then, back in a bit.
One season later.
Let's do this again, for who knows how many more attempts. Welcome to attempt number 12. So, okay, what a start. I guess we can start with this one. Or we can just have some reinforcements, but if one heck of a way to start, get dodge roll attack from the start. start. Yeah. It's been a busy few days. I've been multitasking between this and, the next Let's Play, which is Ratchet and Clank. You might even see it by the time this video goes up. So, yeah, what we just got was dodge roll attack. We're starting off with the exclusive chip to Dualies. Dodge roll attack allows you to use your dodge roll as a means to basically as a means to deal some damage, such like that. No, this is my ball, and I push it wherever I want to. You know, it's kind of like actually playing pool when you have this attack. So yeah. Talk about one heck of a way to start. Now if only I can get extra dodge roll just to make use of it. I could do the funniest thing. Start with squid attack and dodge roll attack. It's tempting as it is to take this. Range isn't my best suit right now, so I'll take squid attack as well. Get both of them at once. The fact that I get these two back to back, so not only do I have this, but I also have this. That's one heck of a way to start. Our main chip color is blue because of that. So yeah. No! Stop pushing it away as soon as it gets there. Ugh. Every time it gets so close to being sunk, it's just like, oh, let's push ball. Ugh. It does this every single time. Ugh. Or it can just roll into the second one because of the momentum. But yeah, now we have both means of, like, of the squid attacks. No. 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 There we go. I was pushing them away. Okay. It's a bit too early to use this, so I'll take sticky ink. I guess we're just doing a bunch of easy floors just to build up our stats. Like, I only do a hard floor if I know I can do the hard floor. And there's been one floor that I've been suggesting against because of how many times I failed against it. So, yeah. Oof. No. You have been the cause of my problems for way too long. Yeah. Marching Adentes, like, they've, like, just won, like, because we're doing Hackless, their damage is not, I don't have the hacks that basically lower their damage output. Basically, they've been the cause of most of my failures during this run because just one poke from their nose and you're in critical stasis is all together. And boy, does being in critical stasis suck. Because again, in this mode, being in critical stasis means you have little to no chance to survive if you don't use your drone and get the heck out of there. You know, I want this, but I also want this. I do love when you mix blue and red or blue and purple. Especially, like, most colors with purple. It just looks so beautiful. So, yeah. The real reason why this isn't one of the hard... this is on the hard floor is simply because of the amount of enemies that spawn from it. You'd think this would be an easy floor because of what floor it is, but it's not. So you're gonna have to deal with the fact that you're dealing with a bunch of gelatins coming out at once. It's what separates the hard portals from the easy portals. And there have been certain floors I've been hesitant to go towards simply because of that. Ugh. They got so close to nudging me. Just a simple nudge. That's all it takes. Oop. Yeah. You can use it as a means to push away foes. Like, that's my highest recommendation of using this. But just, if you can kite them away enough and get to the portal and shoot it enough without it spawning more, then go for it. Whew. I find it a bit too, I find it a bit too early to spend my winnings, so I'll just take, Lucky Chain Window. The drone gauge, I just don't think would be useful to me because unless I'm forced to take, like, drone splat bomb, the problem with having to use drone here, yeah, good luck with that. Actually, no, because I do have access to, dang it. Sorry, I just can't do this. I really hate when the bonuses just don't use your main weapon. That's like being asked to, not be human. Dang it. Yeah, no, I'm not doing this challenge. Ugh. Because you saw right there. You saw why I don't like picking bonus floors. Because when they ask you to just not use your main weapon, it's a lot harder than it looks. There. Like, seriously, I wish they would have thought more about the challenges, because there's some that are just not possible. You know what? Sure. Let's make orange my secondary color. Explosion Festival floor. We take 2 hindrance damage with our sticky ink, and we're already off to the races. Because not only are they hindered, they're also stuck. So yeah, use these pufferfish to your advantage. Get this suit of armor. Ooh. Yep. Just basically, if they surround you, you got these pufferfish to help you. They can just knock them away like so. And you just have a means of just shooing them off. All because of just the fact that you have access to a means of saying a means of telling them to get the heck off of you. Ah, there we go. And there we go. In all honesty, I feel Explosion Festival floor is really a barely hard floor because it can be easily slot into normal without much of a problem. Splat ink recovery, that sounds good. Rush knockback. You know, I'll take the splat ink recovery. I almost have 2 of every color. I'm just only missing 2. I'm only missing a second red and a second yellow. So, yeah. This is a case of just having to deal with Alamambos. Alamambos are going to be running around everywhere. And my knockback with the... Oh, that was close. Oh. Like, you saw how close that was. Okay. Oh, that's so cool. Did we call that a dodge drop? Whoop. Gotta find the other one. Pearl will always point towards it, or you just have to find something that looks very square in terms of their smoke trails, I want to say. This game really wants me to use this thing. Well, I have enough. Let's check it out. Can we get something good, or are we just skipping a floor altogether? Really? Okay, fine. Triple splashdown. Because, again, I don't have a drone weapon. I can't take advantage of it. I should probably lower this so that way I know how much time has passed. Of course, the moment I decided against using the drone gauge, I'm either forced to pick one of these or use this. I'll take this. I might as well take at least just the splat bomb because at least you're getting some extra defense and such, but I really wish you didn't have to turn on hacks just to access the other chips. Because it goes against it being hackless or something. Because it's just I wish that you just instead it was just something else where it just doesn't count as a hack, it just counts as an unlock or something. Ugh. Ugh. So yeah, drone chips such as drone splat bomb, drone. Ugh, that was close. Drone splat bomb, drone killer whale. Those are default splat chips. Drone chips. You also have access to when you use hacks. That is. Using drone, you have drone, I believe drone sprinkler is where it's constantly using Pearl to leave trails of ink around you. You have drone burst bomb, drone suction bomb, I believe. So now we're about to face floor 10, the easy mode boss. Or yeah, that's essentially what it is. Basically, between each whenever a boss is picked for the for floor 10, it's taken out of the rotation for floor 20, so you will never face the same boss twice in a single run. So, whenever you get a boss for the 10th floor, it is the easy, like, is that floor's easy boss, and the floor 20 is that for floor 20 you get its hard boss. So yeah, I am out of ink. There's one thing that, like, this weapon is a bit ink hungry. Ugh. Oh no. Yeah, this is not what I like. I don't like facing this boss simply because of how it feels to just run out of ink and not be able to escape in time. That and, like, well, let's just say ink efficiency isn't my strong suit. When you run out of ink for this boss, it's kind of the worst because you have to find some way to get away while your running speed isn't exactly what you call blazing. It's kind of on the slow side. Ugh. I think it changed weapons. Basically, on its screens, you'll see what weapon they'll throw if you get caught in its spotlights. And it looks like it's just firing arpeggios again. Like, I could have sworn it was way more random than it lets on. Yeah. You also have checkpoints with each boss if you're playing this normally, if you, like, have more than one life. But because I'm not playing this normally, checkpoints don't really amount to anything because one death equals, one death means start all over again. So, yeah. Uh-oh. Not again. Uh-oh. More arpeggios, and they're running into the bumper. But be careful. The moment they touch you, you're instantly in critical stasis. And in a challenge like this, you want to get yourself armor drops and such. Because armor drops, if you can increase the chances of that, it makes it a lot easier to recover, because if you can take out a huge sum of enemies, they might drop armor, and if, say, you're in critical stasis, but an armor just dropped, if it's clear, pick up that armor and you can save your skin. Ugh. But yeah. That is tempting. Splash damage is pretty good considering what I have, but I apologize for the noise outside. So, yeah, let's go to the vending machine corner. Let's see if they actually have anything. You know what? Let's take that. Because at the very least, I can increase my damage output close by. Like, sure, I could have taken the drone gauge charge, because I mean, like, Pearl can charge more splat bombs. But now, red's my main color. And I think I'll take this because explosion knockback sounds pretty good. And with that, blue is no longer part of my main color set. It's not an accent or a main. It is now red and purple. Or rather, purple and red. Yeah. Red may not be my favorite color, but it's still a nice color and such. I do especially like the color red when it comes to, say, like... Have you ever owned that Mario DS Lite? I still have mine, but it's in dire need of repair. I want to repair the hinge. Like, I want to get a proper shell replacement with at least a close replica of the shell. Because let's just say the DS Lite is better in almost every way. Because if there's one thing that the DS Lite fails in, it's durability. I love the Nintendo DS and all and such. There are gonna be some choice words when it comes to like modding communities with the DS and such. Let's just say, can we stop tearing off the top screen of a DS that can be fixed back into a DS just to turn it into a GBA? You want a GBA macro? Just use a GBA. Like, use the Game Boy Advance. Don't ruin a Nintendo DS just to turn it into a Game Boy Advance. Keep both screens. Gosh. Like, you don't know how much just people tearing off tearing off the top screen, ruining a DS and turning it into a GBA bothers the heck out of me. You still have your GBAs around, just use that. Ugh. Besides, what good is a Game Boy Advance if you can't really take all advantage of all its features? Oof. Yeah, it was worth the risk. Like, I saw an opening there, it was worth the risk, because even if I were to lose my armor, Pearl would have activated her Step Off song, which, by the way, is the deep cut Off the Hook song. So, yeah. Actually, that sounds pretty good. Lucky Bomb Drop could help with crowd control. Lucky Bomb Drops is something that you can only cause to appear if you find the chip. Otherwise, don't count on something to drop from an enemy to dispatch other enemies. This is my least favorite floor from the second tier, if it's not on rigorous, simply because of just it's Sisyphus. Like, we've all made the Sisyphus comparisons and such. Also, don't take Pearl's like little warning laser for granted. Just, if she's pointing to danger nearby, make sure you face the danger and either tackle it head on, or if it's not ideal, make an escape. Because at the very least, like, if you do that, you can just get yourself away from the danger. Because, again, nothing sucks more than critical stasis in this game. Especially in this mode. In this mode, it's like the most horrifying moments of your life. Oof. Man, thank you, Pearl, for at least doing some knockoffs. Oof. Now, I think the reason why they put the curling bomb on this weapon for its default is simply to basically give you an edge in terms of movement. This is more all about combat. Like, that's what the dualies are. Because it's all about countering with dodge rolls, getting close by, just taking things head on. But it's not all about movement. Like, there's more movement in Splattershot than there is with this weapon. Ink recovery rate, main piercing. I think I want Ink Saver. Because, sure, you're not earning nearly as much as you want for, like, vending machine floors. But if there is a chip that you do think will help, then you might as well take it. Ooh, nice! Ambushed it. So, yeah. Pearl will always point towards any nearby enemy that's, like, in an immediate adjacent enemy from you. Woo! Woo! Yeah, again. Ugh. Let's just say it's a good thing I have, you know what? I love it when that happens. Like, if you're knocked back from the triple splashdowns enough to send them away. Now, if you can, that's another thing you can do with dodge roll attack. Ugh. And if you saw there, I did use reset camera by mistake. Sorry, I'm a bit I'm a bit feeling, nervous and... No. No. No, you don't. Not this time. Ugh. Ugh. That is not exactly a floor I want to see with the danger icon. Main range could have helped. Fine, I'll take drone splat bomb. I think I have one of each chip now. If only I can get more dodge roll, like additional dodge roll chips. I want to take full advantage of the, like, I want to take full advantage of the dodge roll attack, because if I can get additional dodge rolls, like, I could just do multiple in a row, and just having more than 2 of them makes a dodge roll attack more viable. Ugh. Basically, if you can have an open opportunity to dodge roll, like, just dodge roll, and if you can find the time to strike with a dodge roll again, then use it. Like so. Because it's basically, in this mode, the get the heck off of me button. Because, literally, the reason, what separates each of the difficulties for this mode is, for portals, is simply because of the amount of enemies that spawn, or the gimmick of the floor on what spawns. The pallets are chosen by the order. Like, it's a weapon that's tied to your soul, and likewise the idols for the Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 3 are fitted with their the new weapons introduced with it. At least the only exception to this is Big Man, and he just has a bucket. We'll get to Slosher Hackless some other day. Oh, come on, game. Come on. I want to make ink lava. And I want my extra dodge rolls. Why does the game not want me to get extra dodge rolls? Well, at least we can get a danger floor, and if it's darkness, that means all we're dealing with is just no drone. Well, it's time to play it like it's a normal game mode. However, this does mean getting in critical stasis is probably the worst. No drone isn't much of an issue for Hackless, unless for Hackless if you don't have any drones, unless you have a stack of basically drone splat bomb. But it will mean that if you don't have if you can't fly to safety, not having your drone is kind of the worst. Right, no, right, I'm without my drone. Ugh. However, this also means you don't have access to your step-off song. No drone, no step-off song, and that's kind of the worst. Ugh. So basically, I have to awkwardly push this thing and such. And then I also have to deal with this Noblemente who's got their sights on me. And away you go! You know what? Sure. Just when they're all close up, it's always good to just basically dribble splash down to just shove them off. It's always a satisfying feeling. Ink saver. I don't want to go spending things at the one thing yet, so let's just continue our ink saver. At least we now have purple and blue. I think this is the most that my colors have shifted, and at the very least with this floor, all I have to do is worry about aiming this thing. This isn't my favorite. This is definitely not one of my favorite floors, simply because of just simply because of just what you have to do to basically damage those targets. Like, you have to aim them correctly, and here's the other problem. Other accelerandos can get in the way. You just have to hit these accelerandos and hope that they hit the target before another accelerando comes out and intercepts it. Now, I do have splashdown, which means I do have the ability to just get up close and actually damage the dang thing. But the problem is just trying to make sure I can damage the other things simply because of the lack of inkable turf. So here's what happens when you get close. Battering Lentos spawn, but because I had triple splashdown, well, that wouldn't mean much. It's just placement. Frantic crisscross floor, run speed up, or drone gauge charge. You know what? I might as well take the drone gauge charge. So yeah. Unfortunately, it's this floor. Sorry for the water noises. Gotta stay hydrated and all. But this floor, this floor. Hey. Ugh. Yeah. Not exactly the smartest idea for me to do that, but I could really use some lucky bomb drops now. Ugh. Personally, I wish there was a way you could just take the chip but not have to do the floor. Just take the chip but void the reward. You know, like being saved by Mr. Bones. Gotta be careful though. They can fire from, they can aim from about anywhere. And you want to make sure that you're in the right spot at the right time, because you do not want to make yourself vulnerable. Ugh. You also want to make sure you can find a way to kite them away, so that way, you have an open opportunity to strike from an inopportune spot. That's a bad spot. Ah! Ugh. Ooh. Ooh. Ugh. This is not exactly what you call fun. Ugh. Okay, good. Open opportunity, let's go. Ugh, good thing I had that dodge roll attack. When you focus, it gets a lot faster, simply because trying to explain and trying to keep alive is not exactly what you call the easiest thing. Stop putting this on the danger floor! I want my freaking... Ugh. You know what? Fine, let's see what this is. If I don't like it, I'll return to the floor and pick something else. Oh! It's Crash Bandicoot! The bad news is that it's a rigorous floor with this. Oh. Dang it. Oh, that's bad. Ugh, that's really bad. Come on. Come on. This floor is usually very generous with me with the luck drops. At least I can play some Crash Bandicoot music for it. There we go. Not only did I get that, I also got a disc piece drop, which means I can do this! And I can do it again! Watch this! Oh, that could have ended so badly. Oh, I'm so glad that ended. That did not go the way it did. Unfortunately, we're with the hard floor, which means having to deal with either Rondo or Harmony. Okay, not Rondo. Bounder. Because at the very least, I have a better special for this one. Pinging Marshall. My least favorite boss from this, simply because of how much of a nightmare it is to fight with certain weapons. I still can't believe I did a brush Hackless practice run, and that ended up being a successful run. I'm so mad that I did a successful run of that and wasn't able to record it. I was doing a practice run because I was just getting so tired of just not being able to win and not being able to have more times to do runs. So I just basically did some practice runs with other weapons just to get acquainted with them, try to figure out, and try to see if I can have a strategy to approach with each of them. So that way I can at least see what it's like ahead of time, and then try to see if I can do it on camera. And then on my second brush attempt, it was the successful one. And I'm so mad that that's the successful one because I wish I would have recorded it. You know? Like, you get such a good run, and the problem is that you never recorded it. Like, you wanted to keep it for prosperity. You wanted to make it a hype thing for your channel, and you just can't because that moment was not recorded. It was last year when that happened, when I was trying to do Splattershot Hackless. Or Shooter Hackless. But this was also at the time where... Oh, that's really bad. Oh. Okay, good. Oh, I think thinking that certain things can knock away the Accelerandos. Yeah, I think I'm going to need some spacing here because there's too many mooks to face. Because quite literally, that one mook that got me, and that's why I hate when it does the spin dash. In this mode, when it does the spin dash, it will do multiple passes. Meaning that, like, it takes even longer for you to be able to attack it again. Like, in this form, like, in its last form, it will do 3 passes. I'm just like, please, stop doing the spin dash. You're making the fight last long. I don't know if we can always spawn arpeggios. I think it could. But, again, you saw that an arpeggio got me, and I was in a very bad spot, and I'm so thankful that... No, you will not laser. I was so thankful that I was not in a spot where... not in a spot that I would get flanked easily. And I was so thankful that I was able to dodge roll away. I made a risky move, but it paid off because it meant I could... actually damage the dang thing. Ooh! I really don't like this boss. I really don't like it. Oh no, you don't. Oh no. It always sucks when it does the lasers because... You saw how much that did to me? No! Ah! Stop with the spin dashing! You're just stalling! Ay. There you go. There's the spin dash in its worst form. Ay, ay, ay. Oh! That's bad. Because I didn't listen for the arpeggio. Ugh. Your movement's so gimped too. Like, you, like, move so slow because you are like... No, you don't. Seriously, this is the worst fight against this thing I have ever had. Like, if you know where the laser's gonna be when it fires this thing off, then it shouldn't be too much of a problem to dodge it. It's just the amount of lasers you have to dodge that's going to be the problem. That sucked. That sucked for real. So yeah, I know it's incredible and such. You know what? Good that I didn't have a chip that I wasn't going to be upset that I was going to miss out on. Okay. You really want me to have this back, don't you? I'm actually getting much more accustomed to the suction bomb. No, not a suction bomb, the... like, I much prefer to have the bomb that I have because it's actually been saving my life. And we might as well get some Ink Saver sub. Because at least with this, at the very least, like, I can have a much sooner chance to fire the curling bomb. So yeah. Hey, now we're in the third floors and this is not going to be fun. So we're going to be dealing with a lot more gelatins going on forward. These are made with the intention of the fact that you are at a point where you can actually take these on because it expects you to have enough chips for it. Where the heck is the... oh, there they are. Yeah, knock that out first. No, you don't. Okay. Knock this into the foes. We're dealing with lentos that are also Caprioso jockeys. Yes. That's the only way I can put it in a simple term. Because the freaking top, of course. Get out of the way. Ay, ay, ay. Ooh! Ah, no! This is just blowing up in my face! Ooh. Enough of you. This is the worst. I had such a terrible boss fight, and now it's just, God, it's just turned into just everything falling down simply because I dare take a zone for more than 1 second. Oh, Pearl, you are a lifesaver. I haven't had this many close calls since attempt 9. That's what you're going to be expecting with this floor. Oh gosh, this... Now, Drizzling Capriosos, the real problem with them on later floors is that if they're not taking your zones, they're blocking your paths for escape. The fact that I even made that. Ugh. Ay. I just need an easy floor after all that. Even though piercing I don't think is exactly a good chip to have without range. Like, you want to have range with a piercing chip. But this is probably the largest splat zone in this entire side mode. Because you just need to constantly make them go off. So that way, Drizzling Capriosos cannot take the zone. Problem is that, of course, they have to be on top of marching Lentos. Ugh. I needed a zone like that after the nightmare that was the floor I chose. Tempting, but I want this more. I want this more because it would mean I get more armor drops to show up, and if I can get armor drops to show up, it can save my life. So yeah. This is where the floors are going to get super stressful. And look who we have here. It's everyone's favorite towering noble Mente. Off you go. Well, that was fast. Okay, I'm controlling the floor here. Now to find the ball. I think Pearl will always point towards it. Okay. Enter the goal. Because that freaking marching Lento actually saved it. Oh, that was awesome. That Lento is a soccer player. Why must he be on the danger floor? If I don't like this floor, at the very least I can take solace in knowing that I can just go back. Oh, it's Crash Bandicoot on the road. Of course, it had to be this floor that this one had to be on, because not only is it the road, it's the road at night. Many of you know that I refer to this as the road, simply because of how much of a pain it is to traverse it. Because you have to deal with a lot. You have to deal with towering noble Mentes that act like they own the road. You also have to deal with battering Lentos. You have to deal with gigantic swarms of enemies. Oh, guess what? Crash Bandicoot has been beaten. I'm sorry for calling it Crash Bandicoot. I'm just reminded of the stage lights out and fumbling in the dark. Canned special drop sounds good, but knockback sounds even better. Knockback is a really good chip to have for Hackless because it means you can also, like, get enemies to stay away from you. Also, guess what? We get a saturation floor for how many chips we can actually use left. Just try the damage of floor as much as you can, and then just, like, if it seems too dangerous to continue damaging it, get the heck out of there. never expect any saturation floors to happen so late. Because because it means, like, at that point in the time, your palette is usually likely going to be full. Now, I don't know if, like, the problem is that the closest thing you're ever going to get to chipless is just turning on enough hacks to lower 8's palette to 6 slots, and then just not using any of the benefits. Because other than that, you're modding your console in that. No, you don't. Nope. I'm gonna pick up another special in armor. Ugh. At the very least, I get some speed for it. No. Ugh. Like, ugh. Like, you see how many dodge rolls I'm able to do with dodge roll, extra dodge roll and such? It makes dodge roll attacks super potent because you have extra damage as you're constantly rolling out of the way. You know, I'll take the disc piece. I'm gonna want the disc piece. Because quite literally, I'm perfectly fine sticking with my curling bomb for this particular mode specifically. Because, yeah. Unfortunately, of course, the one freaking challenge, the one freaking floor I had to choose was the road again. Gosh, I hate the road. Like, you have to stick on the sidewalks because the middle of the road is often being gated by gelatins. Long live the Queen! I love when knockback works in your favor like that. It looks so hilarious too. Oh, are you gonna give me something good, or are you gonna give me nothing? Because this could easily be something good, but oh. Yes. If only I could max it out, but I'll just take. Oh, it's so tempting to take this. Booyah Bomb is so good. Let's see. I'm on floor 28. Thing is that, actually no, Explosion Knockback is gonna be good just to get like crowds off of you. So yeah. Yeah, no. Not for a disc piece. No. Ugh. What sucks is that, you wanna know what floor this is? It's got Towering Noblementes, it's got Drizzling Capriosos, and it's got like, it's got Drizzling Capriosos, it's got everything. That's one, and we get some armor too, that's pretty good. It's got the whole 9 yards. That's how bad this floor is. Like, you can only temporarily stop the problems. But of course, they come back immediately. Unless you're me and you get them off immediately. Ugh. Now it's time for the real hard task. Floor 30. The one that I almost had once. This is gonna suck because it means that I'm expecting to fail. I want to get this so I can actually start editing this. Ugh. This is going to suck, and the problem is I don't want to turn on my AC because it's going to pick up on the mic. I don't have a silent AC. So, okay. Time to beat the heat. Time to lock in. Because quite literally, I went through hell just to get back up here. Alright. Sorry for skipping the dialogue, but quite literally, if you've seen it once or a few times, there's only, so many times you're going to be reading the same thing over and over again. So, it starts off not so bad at the beginning, but it gets bad later. But yeah. There we go. Yes, that's my phone. It's like, it doesn't start off so bad because you just start off with very little. But when it gets really bad, it's like it's super stressful because you're having to deal with him firing so many specials. Or, I think they just go by it or something. I don't know. They are Pearl Marina's digital child, which I find adorable. There we go. Ugh. Okay, just because it's like the third phase. Yeah. I need to not be so haphazard with. Dang it! So close to being broken. There we go. Just be careful. Whoa. Oh, that's not exactly something I want to see. Because even if you're in armor, that thing can break through you. Just keep moving. I played a really reckless game with that. And I think this is the part where he actually starts spawning the specials. Because when he starts spawning the specials, you want to stay far away from the center. Yep, there's the specials in action. This is why I decided to keep my curling bomb. Because those reef sliders, they have busted range. Way too busted, if you ask me. Because you don't want to stay in the center too long. And of course they're firing super jumps, one of the specials you can't get in this mode. Please, poison ink, damage. Keep damaging that. I'll tell you the truth, I'm getting really nervous here. Oh, that's bad. Stay away. I played a risky move using my special there, but it was more or less to get some damage off. I want to say they're using the reef slider. Oh no, they're using that again. Please stop with the lasers. Oh no, they're just using a normal attack. Oh! This is a bad time to not to be put into critical stasis. Really bad. Put into it again. This is worse. This is way worse. Because they just get you so easily. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. I don't know what hit me, but that's not good. I just need to swim away. There we go. Seriously, stop with the lasers. I'm only just making this boss fight harder on myself because of how many... I just... this is so stressful. Because that... problem is I was so close to knocking that one thing off. Thank you, Pearl. I'm gonna need this. There we go. Should at least, like, slow down the spawn rates. Okay. Okay, that's 2. Okay, just send some. Send it out, send it out, send it out. Okay. Gonna pause for a moment. I got a couple knocked down. My step off song is used up. I only have a few more left, and I constantly have to make sure I can hit them while trying to avoid he being knocked off. This is going to suck. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's why whenever it uses the freaking reef sliders, the reef slider damage is just not fun. And it's using this again. It's using this again. Ooh! Because the reef sliders have some serious range. Like, range I'm not even sure should be even remotely possible. Okay. One more left. You have to damage this thing. Whoa, okay. Use that as a moment of escape. Okay, that's bad, that's bad. Okay. I did it! Attempt 12! Oh, 2 down, 9 to go. Oh, my heart's pounding. Oh, I'm shaking. Oh, I did it. Oh. Yes. Oh. I can't believe I did it. Yes. Okay. Alright. There's your thumbnail. Okay, so I'll leave it up to vote. When this goes live, yes, Zoe, when this goes live, there will be a vote on which one I should do next. I'll be pinning it between Stringer, Brilla, or Blaster. Here's the reason for this. Brilla for Marina, Blaster because it's my favorite weapon, or Stringer because we went from 1 gun to 2 gun to 3 bullets. I'll allow you to do what you will with that. If you want to donate, there are a couple links in the description below. You can have your name read or anything. If you want to follow any future series from this channel, like the Let's Play that was going on, or will be going on, depending on when I upload this, you can click the subscribe button, click the bell, and you'll be on your way. With that being said, I hope you're taking really good care of you, and don't get cooked, stay off the hook.